Hi, I'm Henry Evans, founder and managing partner of Dynamic Results, and I'm also author of the best-selling book, Winning with Accountability, The Secret Language of High-Performing Organizations. I've got a question for you. Who are the 5 to 7 people that are most important to you in your life? Who are the people that have the most impact on you? Who are the 5 to 7 people that you rely on most? Over the last year, we've been presenting research globally to our clients that proves that we are busier today in the workplace than people have ever been in the history of business. You're probably feeling that already. Often when we're feeling time constrained, we're trying to find new efficiencies and ways of getting things done faster. And we certainly do this with our communications, and all of it is done as part of an effort to get it all done. Well, at Dynamic Results, we think this idea of getting it all done is a fallacy. In this 21st century globalized, resource-constrained environment, we're going to continue to get busier year over year, and the chances of getting everything done are going to decrease or diminish if they haven't already. So we think that what you really have to do is let some things go and focus on what is most important. Now, this isn't a new idea, and I know you know that already, but today I want to focus on relationships and how sometimes when we get busy, we let relationship management go, and that's something we can't afford to do, particularly with the people that are most important to us. Here's what I mean. When we're busy, we try to manage relationships and communicate primarily through email. Now, I'm not going to argue that this isn't a very fast way to communicate, but I'm going to ask you, is it the best way to communicate in the relationships that are most important to us? I think it might not be. When we get really busy, we try to manage our relationships with email and text, and if we have to, we pick up the phone. And if we really have to, we'll video conference where people can see and hear our inflection, as you're seeing and hearing me right now. And then, if we can't get out of it, we'll actually go see people in person. We think the sequence is backwards for the relationships which are most important to you, and we think you need to reverse the polarity of your communications in those most important relationships. So what we want you to do is go see the people that matter most first in person, if geography and schedules allow. If you can't do that, video conference with them. Schedule all your meetings where you can see and hear each other. If you can't do that for some reason, pick up the phone. And as a last resort, and only when you're managing data, use email and text. See, we think that you cannot easily build relationship with email and text, but you can so easily damage them. I would even say that when you write somebody a message via email or text, they're receiving your message and reading it through the filter of how they are feeling, not necessarily how you were feeling when you wrote it. So you're taking a big risk when you're sending an important message like that in writing. So what do? We ask that you take a moment right now to write down the names of the 5 or 7 people that are most important to you and start to reverse the polarity of your communications with those people. We think you'll get better business and better relationship results if you do that. See them in person first, video conference with them, call them, and as a last resort, email or text. Reversing the polarity of these communications is just one of the techniques we use to build high-performance teams in our client organizations. Thank you for your time, and I look very much forward to seeing you next month.